Are you ready
I'm ready.
to go live on caffeine? How high? Temperatures rising.
No, we can't do no R. Kelly. R. Kelly is
Yeah. All right, see,
fine.
relax.
We can't do no R.
Don't get
Kelly.
us
We might be
canceled.
banned.
Don't get us canceled, sir. Take it easy. All right, we're going live in 3, 2, 1.
No.
Oh,
Seems like you're ready.
yo, get it out
Damn
your
R.
system.
Kelly.
Get it out your damn system. We're live on caffeine. None of this.
Why does R. Kelly have to be the GOAT? Damn.
We're live. See what are you doing?
No, this is not fair. Why he had to be a pervert?
Oh, she keeping it real.
He had to be a pervert and make great music.
Oh
It's
my
not fair.
God. Right?
It's not fair.
Get them tweets out,
Where
y'all.
everybody at?
And Real Sick is definitely coming on, right?
Correct, sir.
Right.
So we gonna watch the battle first.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't even know.
Ooh, look at this hair. You're
Who all in here? Who all in here?
yo Levels. What up?
Level scales all in here. Get these tweets out here. Good morning, everybody. Kev Kashi, UK. A UK brethren, man. Come and join us every morning, eh?
From the UK.
Hey, France, I fought with the UK, you know. I fought with mans them.
I do too.
True thing, you know, mans them always show support for Coastal Bridge, yeah?
I wish I could do a British accent. I love those accents.
British accent fly, isn't it? I can't wait till the US opens up the borders again. I'll go fly out there.
I'm so jealous.
With Smucknem go back for Ultimate Madness. No, not Ultimate Madness, Summer Madness.
Someone, see, I can't do it. I'm too ratchet. I can't do it. Troy and me won't let me.
It's all right.
Red Rising Kings and the beautiful Queen Cece. Good morning, Rick.
I
What
do
up?
not have a face tat. That is probably a curl in my face.
Cece went gangster on us.
Or it's the sunlight peeking through. This is not a tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're saying though. It does look like something going on my face.
All right, y'all. Are y'all ready to rock?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Vlad, please give a shout out to our sponsor.
Oh, you know it, man. Ladies and gents, welcome to Let's Talk Battle Rap Daily, brought to you guys by MC Wars. Yes, you know MC Wars, the league that brings you the battles on instrumental as well as one acapella round. They've had greats as Ines, Math Hoffa, K Shine on their league, as well as Keith Murray and Fredro Starr. You know them. Follow them on Twitter, follow their Instagram, and follow MC Wars wherever you go. They are coming back with a plethora of battle rap goodies for you guys. So salute to MC Wars, LTBR Daily, salute you, and time to get rocking, y'all.
All right, y'all. So y'all seen it drop today. There's no else to talk about it. It literally dropped less than an hour ago. Methodman versus Math Hoffa. And you know what? Normally we don't do this on the live show, but we're gonna watch this together as a family. How does that sound to you guys?
Oh, we are family.
We finna turn up today.
I got all my sisters with me.
Yes, we do. Let's
Hope you know girls though yet, but they coming. Don't make fun of my radio headphones, y'all, because these two didn't tell me who was gonna be watching this. Okay, and I left my good headphones.
You won't lie, you're not hyped for this. I'll tell you what, Rick. You'll be surprised by Meth, because I was surprised.
What platform are they playing on, though? It's on Math Hoffa's channel, so it's his
Hey,
platform.
Get
After this thing, says Big Papa.
Yes, he did. I was thoroughly impressed. Are y'all ready?
Hold on, brethren. Let me get my caffeine together.
I'm gonna set this up now, Vlad. So you get ready over there on your side, all right?
Yes, sir. I'm good.
All right, we'll press and play. We're going to watch this together as a family, share the broadcast, get this out that we're watching Math Hoffa versus Methodman live together.
When they hate their work, they start telling lies. Still a revolution will be televised. Storms coming, can't adjust disguise. When we go and praise the truth, injustice lies. Which side do you reside on in justice eyes? You wanna fuck shit? Just decide. How about we just decide? Cause there's no love for over there. Just decide, and we justified. Cause every time we wanted justice, it was justified. Now we wearing masks. Social distance, keep them far from me. It ain't hard to me, cause that's exactly how we move during them robberies. I'm a warrior, could walk through a desert, and never get thirsty. Like these bloggers, doing story after story on this Newark bit, Jersey. They tell me milk the game for the G's, cause the cream will make you legendary. But I could get it out of town. All I need is the meth and Mary. Niggas very scary, they know I keep the weapon near me. 2 8s or 2 9s, leap, yeah, month of February. Triad guns, sounding off. Kung fu dialogue. I bomb on niggas and kill a crowd like it's for a higher cause. My punches, I'll cut your winning, gut them till there's nothing in them. Bring out the chicken side, that's when my temper do. Tyson crush your ribbon, I pile it on like a stove top and box out all the stuffing in them. Why kill them slow? Chris Rivers flow, I'm still punishing them. I religiously buy guns by the size of what the weapon is. He gon' need Jesus if I Baptist wherever method is. My gun connect, bless the kid. You see I'm flexing? Understand the power of God is in his 357. This side block, you can't trap, beat mathematics. Must have been a Wu-Tang track. Let's stick to the facts. You don't got bars like that. My man's a cow, but you don't be going off like that. Keep it real. I ain't even going hard like that, cause if I bring the pain, Charlemagne, you don't wanna see the God like that. Yeah, it's on like that.
I guess you're curious. If Meth get furious, Math throwing punches at the woo, get serious. Have a sparring session versus the Iron Lung, that's what you wanna do? Looking for credit on methods, you'll see Smiths in front of you. You must be off a bad pill, stepping on a landmine. I'll bury you in a landfill. That's 2 Hoffas they can't find. You done lost your damn mind, or you straight twisted, dog. I'm from Staten. When cops swarmed in, we let them pistols off. When Park Hill had to eat, discreet is how I hit them scores. Machete out, I'm a genius. I caught a lick with swords. Blade on your neck. You a legend? Let me say my grace thing. Y'all the new blood? Suckers. Well, this is daylight savings. Time I take ours back. Y'all just perfected our bounce. Keep it a milli, Math. These stakes too high for checking the count. How I'm supposed to play? I'm a boss. I ain't gotta tote the K. I tell my killer bees roll up on this herb while I smoke a J. Headshot. Now your features all over your projects like Ghost and Ray. Respect a dome. I was popping hollows before he even stepped to jump. I'm dope for real. You gonna need a clinic to see what method on. My name heavy, a legend, but you already knew. Your chick be like, Meth, I loved your style ever since Belly Boo. She shooting a shot, height. Will your broad send me nudes? Slider X or some Keisha? Nah, she on telly moves. And the game that I got, I have me sliding up in her belly too. Respect it, baby. I love battle rap and respect it crazy. But y'all really think y'all big on the scene. Y'all should be getting gravy. That cash rule everything around me. Cream head. If playing games is your goal, and I will leave your screen split. I'm repping for my crew. Remember, we not jokes. Y'all really wanna F with the woo? Rest in peace. Pop smoke, hot quotes. All you need to get respected by the clan. You a stand, driving off a bridge to M, you overstand. And how high did you get? I'll burn the essence of a man. Once these tarot cards was read, man, your death was in my hands. Wu-Tang love the kids. But Meth don't give a damn. Stat.
All right, all right, all right. Family, we need y'all thoughts.
We need to hear it.
We need to hear it. What did y'all think about Meth versus Math? Who do y'all have winning? Let us know in the chat.
Meth 3-0.
Meth 1-0. Meth really
Shout out
wigged
to my
off.
sister, Tina.
I'm glad I felt he would do good, and he did. Meth fucked him up level scales. Meth edged it, says Top Tier Podcast. Meth 1-0, 361 Dove. Meth 1-0, says Lil Reggie. It's been a clean sweep so far for Method Man. On Meth, he caught this clear. Meth had bars, says Carlson. Meth said himself Matt said himself he wasn't going to go hard, says Jay Lindsay. Meth kind of clear, surprisingly, says Con Queso.
Meth was kind of fire.
He was
fire.
Better than I expected. For real.
Meth actually was fire. Yeah, yo. France, man. Didn't know what to expect from this battle. But in my mind, I figured this might be some combination of, a battle and a production. And it was totally that. We have the eerie, theme music in the background going. We got the pre-recorded bars going with the reverb and all that stuff, the slick edits and everything. So it totally made it more so into performance art for me, but they had bars gunning for one another. But I gotta say, man, I was pleasantly surprised with Method Man. He's very astute. He's been paying attention. A couple of things, you know what I'm saying? Everyone can't be perfect, but for a first-time debut, man, this was a good one for Method Man. I definitely enjoyed watching this battle.
Cece, what was your initial reaction to this?
Yeah, I would definitely say Math. I thought he could have went harder, but if he didn't want to because friendship and all that, that's his prerogative. But I'm Math did his thing, but Method Man, he was definitely better than I thought he would be. I thought this would be. I was a little skeptical. I was a little worried about what I was going to see when I seen this matchup together, but I like it.
I definitely think
that was dope.
With this
he
thing
had
being
some bars that had me go like, that belly ski, that whole belly thing. I fucked with that.
Yeah, with this thing being called Legends Only, I do feel like it's a safe way for the legends to come out and play, maybe test the waters, see what the reception is from the people. So it's different when that audience is there and that crowd is there and you got to land it in real time and you got to look in people's eyes when they're not feeling the bar, or you got to be overwhelmed when the bar does hit. But as far as a production and something to give back to the culture, I'm not mad at this for what it is.
Yeah, I will say I don't like it being marketed as a battle. So I wanted to kind of pick its side, really. Is this going to be a track with visuals and it's going to become musically we can listen to this as well? Cool. You know what I mean? If you're going to try to create this into some kind of battle stuff, I feel like acapella, I would have liked Meth around a little more.
I definitely would have loved to hear what it sounded like acapella. But I see the vision of what Math is going for. I'm not mad at the vision, but this is definitely more so of a performance art for me.
This kind of feels like what the RB on-site battles would feel like if they were in person.
In person, right? Yeah, you got the music, you got the angles, you got the editing and all that stuff.
It did feel a little RB.
With the drops. Doom,
almost gives you the feel of a cypher. Now, what I'm interested is, Cece, maybe you can answer this. You think the radio stations picked this up? Not to play on the radio, but you think Hot 97 talks about this? You think Breakfast Club talks about this? You think this kind of gets that mainstream light?
I may be able to see Head Crack maybe talk about it. Head Crack, he has a morning syndicated show through the company we work for, which is Radio 1. I could see him probably talk about it on the Morning Hustle. That's his syndicated radio show. And he also does stuff on Caffeine as well on Thursdays, I believe. I see maybe them talk about it in New York, but other than Head Crack in New York, I don't know. I would love to see people talk about it since it's Method Man. I mean, shoot, he a hip hop legend. But you know, he's also, I mean, when you think about it, are you gonna talk about this over Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B WAP, or why Kalani took Tory Lanez off Can I? Like, I don't know. There's a lot of things going on in the current hip hop scene that this may not get traction, but I would love to see it get traction.
What are they saying out there? What do people have to say? Caffeine in general got eyes on battle rap right now too. Maybe if they get someone who has dropped a record more recently, like Drake.
I mean, that's the thing. And I seen a Rolling Stone article, Donovan and everybody else that's watching, that they mentioned, like they were talking about like new waves, like I forget the article name, the exact article, but they mentioned Caffeine, Drake, and your LTV in this partnership as far as like being something big for the music industry. So if Math can find a way to keep this ball rolling and maybe incorporate,
talking about the Rolling Stones article?
Yeah, the Rolling Stones article. Yeah, so if he can try to incorporate more current people that people want to hear and see more of, like a Drake or a Quavo, who also has a channel on Caffeine, sky's the limit.
Yeah, I mean, I do see guys like Ebro and Peter Rosenberg definitely picking this up and talking about it. And, you know, to Matt's credit, this is called Legends Only. So, you know, we shouldn't expect to see new guys. And I'm not mad at Legends Only, because for so long in hip hop, you know, when it comes to our legends or guys who came in the game 10, 15 years ago, a lot of young people like to discredit them and not really see what they put to the game or how they added on to this culture, how they built up this legacy in order for them to thrive and to survive. So I think it's cool to bring guys back who love this art form, who love this culture, but may not necessarily be, you know, ready for everything that the savages have to bring at a total battle rap event. So, you know, I think this is definitely a safe way for guys to come back, and who knows who else this could bring through. If this would bring a Lloyd Banks back, or if this would bring, you know, maybe Redman comes out, because Redman used to battle too back in the days. Who knows who he brings out? I'm for this, but like someone in the crowd said, in the audience said, this is more like a battle video per se, and battle music video. Yeah, and you know, I see that, and it's fine for what it is. Just this is what it is. Then now I know what to expect, and for upcoming battles, I totally know, you know, how to perceive it. Yes, Jay Lindsay. Yes, sir. Mm.
I know I was
Yo,
watching
France, you're muted.
Anwar.
All right,
I know I was
sorry
watching
about that.
Anwar.
We back.
I was watching Anwar and Rita last night, and they were talking about like they were having this same discussion, like what hip hop like legends can we see potentially crossing over and doing battle rap. And I know they mentioned Eminem. I know somebody mentioned Lupe Fiasco, you know, and other people. But I mean, like I said, if Math can do this right, I can see this turning into something big that not only is it going to benefit battle rap, but it would definitely benefit Caffeine, which means they would put more money behind it. And or I don't know about Caffeine. I don't know about Caffeine. I'm sorry. I'm
oh no, Math going for Math, man.
Right, I said he don't even have to do Caffeine. My bad.
Oh,
but yeah, I mean, you never know. If he gets this ball rolling, perhaps this can get picked up by somebody else. Maybe not a Caffeine. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's another platform that would pick this up.
Absolutely. It's a smart move by him, and I think by Method Man being the first artist to go out there, now other people who have been thinking about it can say, you know what, I like the way this is presented. It's to make both artists look good and to maximize, you know, your talent and to really display your lyrical ability. And it's only one round. You know what I'm saying? Let's not forget that too. It's like one round, 2 minutes. So, you know, if you got the ability to come up with rhymes and to still have punches and schemes and all that, you can do this and build your clout back up also.
Would you like to see this in a little longer format, 3 rounds, or 1 round's enough for you?
In this format, I'm taking 1 round. 3 rounds of the music and the pre-recorded vocals and all that stuff, like it takes away from the true essence of a live battle. because in a live battle, your vocals are not pre-recorded. So you can slip up, you can mess up, you know, and you can lose that battle. You can get embarrassed in a 1-round battle if you don't bring it. So, you know, 3 rounds of this, no. 1 round, I'm cool with it.
I think that's going to be the only thing that separates this is that you don't get to see that pressure. You don't get to see that live one take. You know, you never get a chance to really redo a battle. It does have that production feel. So it will never have that full, like, oh, yeah, Meth actually beat Math. Like, yeah, he beat him, I guess, lyrically watching it, and we enjoyed his verse more, but it doesn't feel like a win, you know? But I will say, Vlad, you mentioned the word safe. Because it's safe play, you can expect more guys to be like, all right, I'm not tarnishing my brand. I'll jump in there. This format means nobody actually wins or loses, so it doesn't really count as an actual battle, but it's something to give back to the culture, and it's enough for the artist to be like, well, I'm not so out of my element neither.
Right.
But
okay, so we're saying there needs to be a medium between this and a real battle, you know. I think that's where we need to find the sweet spot with this thing right here. You know what I mean?
I think they're onto something. If they can find the sweet, but you know what it is? You know what's needed? There needs to be some kind of risk involved.
Absolutely. It's a little too safe.
It's a little too safe.
You know?
Well, Top Tier Podcast, shout out to them, y'all. And Ledge, he in there saying, well, we're saying that, but sterilized battles are pre-recorded as well, and we still count those, and we still debate about the wins and losses, which is a fact.
Yeah, I mean, some of those battles aren't pre-recorded or double-taked that we know of. They're full 3-round battles, and they are MCs. You know what I mean? So that's a little different of a situation. This is where you're bringing a hip-hop legend into the game, into our culture, bringing him down to see if he can adapt to our format. And you're not really making him adapt to our format because it's a little bit of both settings where it's like maybe lyrically he's trying to adapt. He's changing the cadence. He's putting the punchlines more frequently. But as far as the pressure of that performance, it's not really there.
This shit was weak to me. Okay, Reggie.
Shit, Hollywood. Oh, man.
I was waiting for somebody. I was waiting for that one person, and it was
Cece, is that your silhouette of your camera on your face?
No, it's the sunshine.
Sunshine.
That's why I'm trying to lean a little bit.
All right, guys, we got Real Sick coming on the show in 10 minutes at the top of the hour at 11:10. So we got two top.
Hollow the Dawn.
We got
versus Hollow the Dawn.
We got two topics to get into.
That's a fact, though, Ledge. Coffee and KCJ. We all know.
Well, I mean, the coffee KCJ, the coffee KCJ is an interesting one, though. Top tier, real quick, before we get into the next topic. It is interesting because we know there was a whole discrepancy. One person said the MC choked; they had to redo their rounds for the content. The other MC says, "Oh, the lighting wasn't right," and you can see in the battle there's 2 different fucking sunsets in between rounds, so you can tell they were there for quite some time. But at the end of the day, there's going to be a large amount of people that don't know that story and go vote on the battle anyway. Because in all technical sense, if Coffee choked and they redid it, Casey wins. But if you don't know that story and you just listen to the content, it's a different story.
Fact.
All right, guys. 2 topics to get into before Real Sick comes on 10 minutes before he jumps on the show. K-Shine and Pat Stay were supposed to be scheduled to battle for Summer Madness. They've been scheduled to battle for quite some time. They probably inked this battle already back in November 2019. Due to COVID, it's been delayed. Pat Stay couldn't travel. Pat Stay is dealing with a couple personal situations. Couldn't really make the battle. They also kind of don't want this battle in this environment. So there's a lot of different things. Maybe this battle will come when it's needed. But K-Shine's still looking for Summer Madness opponent. Let's throw it to the people in the audience. Who should K-Shine battle on Summer Madness 9?
TB86 says either B-Dot or Chilla.
Chess. Shiny to either B-Dot or Chilla.
Well, some people don't feel like Chess deserves K-Shine.
Hollow or Chess?
Hollow or Chess. Daylight or B-Dot.
Did we forget what Chess did?
It makes sense. Chess needs a couple of bounce backs.
That's what I was thinking. He might need a battle or 2 before he go see Shine.
Iron or bill collector, says Peanut.
No.
Chess don't deserve that. B-Dot, Chess or Hollow, says Rick Sneer. K-Shine really should take Pat Stay if Pat was ready.
I know.
Iron says Swamin. I'm ready for him and DNA to team up again. We don't deserve Chess. Oh, man, we start early.
What?
We don't deserve chess.
Murder Mook.
No, we deserve chess when he on point. Okay.
Is that actual comment in the chat? We don't deserve chess.
That's man. By Philo. Philo 757.
It's got to be.
I said it.
It's got to be a burner account. It's got to be a burner account.
It's in that water.
Who are you?
That Avs burner account. What's going on here?
Who are you?
Vlad, I'll throw it to you real quick. In 30 seconds, who would you like to see K-Shine battle on Summer Madness 9 and why?
France, I'd love to see the Hollow the Dinin on battle because it'll be a clash of styles. I want to see Hollow going up against that aggression, going up against that growl, and I want to see will he be that guy, that legend, because K-Shine has been one of these guys for a while. Smack's been holding up on the button, and now it's time to make it happen, man. Hollow the Dawn versus K-Shine.
I don't know about Hollow, but I was for chess until we saw what he did in his last battle. So I don't know about that one. But I don't know because I really wasn't thinking about nobody but Pat Stay. I really wanted to see this battle go down. We've been talking about this all year. I had my heart, mind, and soul set on this battle. Like y'all know I can't hold my face. But I would have said before chess, it was against B Magic, right? When he choked.
Right.
Right? It was B Magic. So yeah, I would have said chess before that battle, but now I feel like chess needs a battle too. Or like,
and the John battle, let's not forget that one too.
Yikes.
What?
Two rounds of choking in that battle.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Chess was the first MC to choke on caffeine. Fun fact.
Oh man.
I don't know about Chess because I know he won't, and I know he wants K-Shine. And I know if he was here, he would have been like, "Well, why would y'all think I would play with K-Shine?"
Thank you, Ty, for the props.
Why would you think I would play with him? Because we see you do it though. Like that's why. So
Ty, who do you want to see K-Shine battle, Ty?
Here go France with the bull. I'm just stating the facts. This is the most you've ever choked in a match.
Oh, wait a minute. Bond
says daylight.
K-Shine though. Wait a minute, time out. Bond said he want K-Shine.
Oh, you know K-Shine ducking.
Listen, man, that's not happening. That's not happening on Summer Madness, though, man. That's not happening on Summer Madness.
Can we call a spade a spade? Can we call a spade a spade?
K-Shine though.
Look, K-Shine's a high profile name, so like he's never the B-side to a lot of these matches. So when you say he's ducking, it sounds crazy. But I think he's ducking Fonz.
Really?
He said he liked Fonz. He said that was the only rookie he liked, right? Because Luke Castro called out Shine. He's like, I don't want Luke Castro. I want somebody that can beat me. I like Fonz. And then K-Shine puts out a Twitter poll himself, says, who should I battle, Fonz or Luke Castro? Castro wins the poll. Fonz wins the tournament, gets his pick of the litter, calls out Shine, and all of a sudden now Shine doesn't want to battle Fonz. All of a sudden he doesn't like Fonz anymore.
To battle him. That's what I'm saying. Like nah, we not gonna do that to Fonz because y'all didn't think he was going. Everybody thought he was gonna call out.
You can't be shooting your shot at this girl every day, flirting with her, and then all of a sudden when she's like, well, why didn't you take me out?
Don't get us canceled, Frank. Don't get us canceled. Okay, that was safe. Such high risk and no rewards. I don't blame him, says Con Queso.
Shine is smart. Shine is brilliant. Hardcore flavor. He planted to avoid the Luke Castro battle, and now that Fonz battle actually might happen, he's like, oh well, I still don't want that one either. I was just saying I prefer that.
Shine ducking Fonz is like MJ ducking Bieber in a dance off. Hi, Ledge.
It sounds.
I rock with Fonz.
Listen, it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, but I'm telling you.
Listen, man.
I rock with Fonz too, and he was on our show too a while ago. So y'all go on YouTube and check it out if you missed it. But Fonz said he's very confident. He won't Shine. He wants to take him out now.
Midwest forever, but come on. Legends is revoking his Midwest pass. I see he's slowly trying to creep over to the West Coast.
Sean can't say in the second round of the tournament he likes Fonz, and Fonz wins the entire tournament and calls K-Shine out, and then all of a sudden he doesn't want to entertain the match anymore. Like that's where I'm like, wait, I don't get it. Like this is the real rookie that you said you would like to battle actually, and that same rookie that you actually like went all the way and won the damn championship, and now.
Listen, man, I don't blame Shine. I wouldn't mind seeing Fonz against one other person before I would take him on. You feel me? Like he sees what happening with Suge and stuff. He's like, I'm not falling victim to that in these weird rooms.
This isn't the first time.
Goes like, I need to see this happen.
I don't want to call it ducking, right? Because he's
such a strong word.
It's a strong word, but he does strategically control his schedule. Let's just leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody say Easy the Block Captain. Who that? Don John 91? Before Fonz? No, Fonz get to the battle K-Shine before any rookie do.
That's all I'm saying. He called them out. All right, let's end it with this.
He called him out. He won the Ultimate Madness, and he got to pick his pick, and he picked K-Shine.
Let's end it with this real quick. Emerson Kennedy had an interview on 15 Minutes of Fame after he kind of talked about his run on Ultimate Madness 2 and talked about some names that he really wants on his resume. He mentioned Reed Dollaz. He mentioned Chilla Jones. He also mentioned Iron Solomon on a different interview. So these are names that he wants to see himself in the ring because these are people that he grew up watching in battle rap, people that he respected, looked up to, and just wants them on his mantle. I asked the audience out there, EK versus Reed Dollaz, EK versus Chilla Jones. Which one would you buy first?
Let's see.
In the meanwhile, I'm going to get sick.
EK will get Reed out of here. Chilla easily top tier. Jay Lindsay says Chilla. No question to me. Chilla would be the better battle, says Narcotics 613. All right, that's a wild name. Chilla got somebody. I'm not pressed on EK for some reason. All right. Don't forget Reed had an arguable win versus Surf. Oh, brother. We're doing this, Rick?
I mean, it's the truth. I mean, is it a lie?
Where's Rick from? Philly?
Reed did not beat Surf.
Where you from? Germantown? Southwest? Where you from, Rick? Reed beats Surf? Oh, here we go. Surf chokes versus Lux.
I can see it. And I know people say that. I know my sis Nina says it too. She be saying that. It looked like Reed might have took that one.
He from lost his mind. Now, Reed did well in the third. Surf beat Reed. Please stop. Carlson. Whoa, y'all wildin'.
Vlad, real quick before we bring our guest on for the hour.
Sir.
Emerson Kennedy and Reed Dollaz. Emerson Kennedy versus Chilla Jones. Which one would you buy stock in first?
I'm buying stock in EK versus Chilla Jones. I know that I'm going to get 3 dope-ass rounds from both gentlemen with $3. I know that.
Was that shade?
No shade. I know that with Reed in the past 3 or so battles, the first 2 rounds have been okay, and the third has been dope. He's won his thirds, but I know that with Chilla Jones, I'm getting 3 fire rounds. So that's the battle that I want to see. EK versus Chilla Jones.
No. I want to see EK versus Chilla Jones, period. I'm not trying to see, no. I want to see Chilla Jones. Chilla Jones has been on a crazy streak this year. He has not disappointed us. I want to see more Chilla. He's still trying to cement his champion of the year spot because I got him number 1 and champion of the year this year. So, yes.
Believe it or not,
I'd rather see Chilla versus EK.
Before we bring Sick on, I want to say, Vlad, I'm actually disappointed in you. Because just yesterday on this exact same airwave, you said you prefer to see style clashes over style matchups. EK and Chilla Jones are both writers, eloquent writers at that. Emerson Kennedy and Reed Dollaz, an aggressive, gutter, raw Philly style versus a lyrical writer from the West. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember Reed Dollaz ever battling independent in his career at this point, right?
France, I will say that, yes, I did say that yesterday. However, we got to talk about what type of battle would we be getting. Do I want to see a 8.5 to 9.5 graded battle versus a 7? No, give me that 9.5. And I know that EK versus Chilla will give me that 9.5. That's not exotic. I don't want to see that mid. I'm sorry.
Yeah, everybody on caffeine, you see how this guy's brain is melting, right? He made a take yesterday and completely navigated away from it today.
Listen, if you're giving me both guys who are at the same level and we're gonna get same quality of material, okay, elite writer versus whatever elite performer, this, that, and the third, yeah, I'll take the style clash. But if you're giving me an elite writer and a guy who has not reached his peak, since the early 2000s. I'm going with the Elite Rider versus Emerson Kennedy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, listen.
I'm about the end product
listen,
at the end of the day.
I'm not saying you're wrong. More people might agree with your point than less, but I'm just surprised you made a point yesterday, completely going away from it today. You abandoned the strategy.
Don't try to box me in, brother. the caveat is that the quality of the content has to be
you see this, right, Carlo? He is zigzagging. I like it.
Listen, France out here doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? Now he's putting me in the corner? Oh, snap.
Hey, yo, make sure y'all pick y'all words wisely. I remember everything.
Pulling up receipts and all that.
Vlad's voice gets an octave higher when he's on the defense.
What do you mean? I don't do defense.
Our chat admin says France trying to get payback for the KC press. Listen, I 2-1 KC yesterday, right?
He ain't caught that dub, man. He brought it home.
That dub.
He brought it home.
Sikh is on RNT. Hey, man, you know the vibes, man. You know, it's okay.
Yo, Tati said RNT? Come on, brother.
France be applying pressure. Listen, man, it ain't easy when you are on live streaming 4 days a week. Your brain does kind of melt.
You damn right.
Today's one of the days for me, y'all. I'm starting off slow. You know, but I got my iced coffee, caramel macchiato with the espresso shot.
Caramel macchiato. You got caramel macchiato. It's so good.
Jumping out of my seat soon.
Oh my god, it's so good.
All right, we have our guest of the hour.
Jersey.
Let us bring him in.
Jersey.
Let's bring the man of the hour in.
Oh snap!
What up,
sitting sideways.
Sitting sideways, he
my
is.
My bad.
Let's get it right.
Better?
Yes, sir.
All right, amazing work. Vlad, give our introduction to our amazing guest.
Oh, man, ladies and gents, let's talk Battle Rap Daily. We're bringing to you an MC out of Newark, New Jersey. Not only is this guy incredible with the pen, this guy is a high-flying performer. This dude ran through the tournament from UW, came through Ultimate Madness, left a stain in the game that will remain on your brain. Ladies and gentlemen, none other, we are bringing to you Real Sikh. What up, player?
I'm good, bro. It's my, by the way, I'm not from Newark.
Oh,
I know people say that. I just
Jersey
battled
Sikh,
there,
right?
I'm from, like, Central Jersey.
Oh,
you know what
okay.
I mean? Yeah. But I hung out in Newark a lot. I battled in Newark a lot. So I think since a lot of my first battles was there, a lot of people say that that's where I'm from. Like, even in the Ultimate Madness, it's not your fault because in the promos they put that shit too. So,
Sikh, do me one flavor. Do me one favor, player. Just slide over for me so you in the screenshot a little bit more. Keep going in that direction.
Cool.
There you go. Okay, yeah, now we lit.
Yeah.
The ladies are here early for you, man. They want to see the gun show. You feel me? Ladies,
I'm here to show the merch off.
Ladies, share the broadcast. Get your fellow ladies in here. You feel me? Real Sikh is in here showing off the merchandise. All right, y'all.
Merch.
That's what we call it now, the merch.
What's up, y'all?
So
I'm finally on the show, man. I'm finally on the show.
Yeah,
thanks for all the good words, man.
Yeah,
that you guys have said.
It always feels kind of special when you're on the bandwagon early on when it's still a penny stock. And watching you live against Eddie I last summer, I was pretty thrilled. I was amazed. I even asked Lex, like, when is this guy graduating from my battle? Because, like, there's a lot of people in iBattle that's really talented that could take it to the next level. Then you went overseas. We see what you did in the tournament, and I want to give a tidbit. I'm currently speaking to the URL staff right now to create some kind of either all rookies team or like who are the 5 best battlers in the tournament, just to kind of timestamp things to start documenting what happens in the league. And your name was definitely in the conversation out of the top 5 rookies in that class. Your class has been taking things to the next level. How proud of you are of not just your run, but the run you're having with all your peers?
I was just talking to Jay in Chaos. I talked to them yesterday, and we were talking about how we think this class is definitely going to leave a stain on battle rap because of how diverse it is. So Of course, it's Team Rookie. Of course, we're gonna parade when Jay wins. You know what I mean? Of course, when Chaos wins, we're gonna be like 2-0. We up 2-0. We're gonna start saying that because like we're rooting for everybody in this class. Like, yeah, we went to war. We're probably still gonna battle each other a little, maybe, but like when it's us against somebody else, like we're gonna be rooting for the rookies. You know what I mean? And I like how diverse it is, like with styles. You know what I mean? Like if you want versatility, you got me and Jay. If you want punches, you got Fonz. If you want a pen, you got Chaos. You want personality, you got Castro. Whatever. And then all of us also, I see we're like adding everything else in too. You know what I mean? So I think we're definitely gonna have an impact, like when people look back at the PG classes. So.
I love it because this is the first rookies versus vets since 2015, and it feels like generally like battle rap fans are very tough of like up and coming guys, especially mid tiers. Like you guys have so much pressure to impress the masses, and you don't have that cushion for bad performances. But this time around, everybody really believes like, oh, these rookies are gonna take out all these vets, and that hunger, that passion, I almost described it to like an old guy that's like in his like late 30s on the basketball court versus the young 20-year-old. Like they don't got the legs to run with these guys.
Mm-hmm. I think another reason people might be giving us more of a chance is, especially in that first week, we all adjusted to that environment very quickly. You know what I mean? Nobody really made it look like it was that different than just battling. And then when these experienced guys are coming in, they're like messing up, they're repeating their lines, they're complaining about the room, and you know what I mean? So like I think that's another reason, like shout out to Surf. I heard
Slide
that
over for me,
Jersey,
brother. Slide over
but
for
like
me.
sorry, again, I move around when I talk, my bad. But yeah, no, I think I heard Jay say this when he was addressing John. The rookies smell blood. You know what I mean? Especially in this environment, we know what to do. You know what I mean? Even if you look at my two battles in this environment versus Jay and versus Chaos, you can see shit that I switched in when I battled Chaos that I didn't do against Jay. You know what I mean? Like I think we're quick learners. You know what I mean? And then we all know, like we got to try to do as much as we can. I talk a lot, man. My bad.
We love it. And you know, saying that you talk a lot, even before you got on URL, you kind of understood how to have this like media voice. Like there's no media training in this, right? This is the Wild Wild West. So some battles get better as they go along, as they get dragged, as they deal with the backlash, they grow and they mature. Yeah. You've always been very eloquently spoken. Where does this come from?
I mean, I think that's why I'm good at writing, like the way I just know words. I'm also very like calm generally, because when you got a outlet like battle rap and then like the gym, all your aggression gets taken out. You know what I mean? You don't really need to like act too aggressive always. So like I'm calm. I just speak. I just try to make people understand where I'm coming from, I guess. I used to read a lot. I haven't really read in like a while, you know what I mean? But I used to do that. I'm trying to think if there's anything specific. I just listen to a lot of hip hop and battle rap, and you know what I mean? That's probably where I get it from.
Before I let Vlad take over with the questions, do you have a book you recommend to the audience out there? Since you read a lot.
Well, the last, I mean, I don't want to sound basic, but like The Art of War was really good.
That's a classic. It's a classic.
Yeah. So I would say that one.
Yes, sir. Now, Sikh, going into Ultimate Madness 1, you were the heavy LTBR favorite, you know what I'm saying, to make it to the finals. But we were like, damn, man, Sikh versus Jay, too early. We didn't need that in the first round. It was just too early. Great battle. You guys fought tooth and nail. Ultimately, the judges went with Jay the Nightwing.
And a split decision.
Talk to me about how you felt about that. And then part two is, how did you bounce back so quickly and reset that mind frame from, if you had any disappointment, to let me get back on this and show people why, you know, so many people had faith in me going into this tournament?
I think that the Jay battle was like, an anomaly because we both had a surprise factor with us. For me, I had one URL battle. So even though, on Champion they had me going all the way, you guys had me as a heavy favorite. A lot of the URL fan base didn't know who I was. So like they were like, all right, we seen one battle, let's see what happens this time. And then with Jay, he had the stigma of forgetting his rhymes and shit like that. So if he shows up with all three, that's it. Like we both had a surprise factor, you know what I mean? So I knew there was a heavy possibility it was gonna go to the fans because I was like, all right, look, he's gonna show up. We had 3 months. That's what my second round angle was. Like, yeah, you didn't choke, but you had 3 months. You know what I mean? But
You are not a rapper.
Say it again. Say it again.
You are not a rapper. I'll be walking around the house saying that. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, but I knew that he was gonna show up, and when I match it, it's gonna be very hard to. It's gonna come down to preference, and I knew that was gonna leave a stain because people know what he's capable of, and I got a top-notch Jay the Nightwing, and that battle is still probably top 5 of the whole tournament series so far. You know what I mean? And so I knew it. I had a feeling. I was talking to P. I was like, "There's no way you pick these names out of a hat." You know what I mean? Don Marino battled 6 dudes in this tournament already. He didn't get matched up with one of them. I got Jay. You know what I mean? There was like both the hands got each other. I was like, "There's no way you guys picked this out of a hat."
It's engineered.
The randomizer.
Yeah. Nah, but yeah, I knew that was going to be a close one, and I had a feeling if it went to the fans that he has more of a fan base there. I was still developing a fan base with URL. That was my second URL battle ever. You know what I mean? My first one was when the PGs were still around. Probably the last PG event they had in Atlanta when I battled Spade. So I was kind of when it went to the fans. First of all, we couldn't hear the judges. So the first two, Tony Bro and Uncle Rod, go for Jay. I'm like, oh shit. And then Rita and my man Knowledge go for me, and I was like, oh shit. The first battle is split, and then they're going to the fans, and I was like, I did what I was supposed to do, right? So then they tell me for Chaos. I've been a huge fan of Kid Chaos since he came out, and me just being here still is crazy. Like, I'm always gonna remember the lines I said when Smack jumped out of his chair. I'm always gonna remember, Ace and Jay Black jumping around while me and Jay are battling or whatever. So to battle Kid Chaos, I was a huge fan of him. We had 2 weeks. I already had a bunch of I write all the time, so I have material, and then it was just a dope experience, man. I knew I had to show it again. You know what I mean? Just to stand out. Like, all right, I'm not in the tournament, but let me at least leave some kind of stain, and I definitely think I did that.
Absolutely. Now, Jay got kind of physical with you in round 1. Did that throw you off at all?
We went to the battle in the same car.
We set you up. We rocked you to sleep.
Listen. This is the thing. The thing is, you gotta that type of stuff never phases me. You know what I mean? There's very little things that are gonna make me get out of character. You know what I mean? And he apologized after. He was like, "My bad, I was in the zone," and I was like, "It's cool." I just wish that my retaliation was more noticeable. I slapped his chest a couple times, but I did it real quick because I was rapping mad fast. You know what I mean? But I wish I'd the bitch. You know what I mean?
Give that
like
horn
that.
check.
Yeah. But nah, it wasn't. I mean, it's battle rap, bro. It's not like this is
not like out of character. Like, oh, I want to take it there. I want to fight. But did it rapping wise, did it throw off any of your pacing? Did you give any attention to oh snap, he really just hit my head? And then now you're taking time away from your craft and thinking about other things. Did that throw you off at all?
No, it didn't throw me off, but my adrenaline was already very high. You know what I mean? Because I've been in a lot of fights, so sometimes battle rap is like that to me. And a bad habit I used to have, I don't think I have it anymore, but it was that when I'm in high adrenaline situations, I like to end it quick. So sometimes I'll just be so full of energy, I'll just say, there was certain parts of my round that were supposed to be fast. like I switch flows and stuff. So like when I'm like I settle vendettas with letting get the metal, that part is supposed to be fast, but then I was so hyped, I kept that same pace throughout. So all that type of stuff did was just build my adrenaline up. And like I said, also as I'm rapping, I'm seeing it's my first time rapping in front of Smack and Beasley. You know what I mean? There's a couple people in the room. We're getting reaction. Nobody expected reaction, and we're still getting reaction. Little things like that were making me more hype. You know what I mean? So that fucked up my pacing. You know what I mean? But it was like we were worried about the clock, man. We were the guinea pigs. We were the first guys that they were trying to look. They fixed everything now. They got different judges. The voting system is better. They didn't do that shit with us. We were like, they were trying this shit out. They're like, all right, let's see what happens. You know what I mean? So like, we were the first battle. So we thought it was gonna be like, UFF, where you're mid bar and they're like, time. You know what I mean? So that's another reason why I was rapping a little faster, even though they didn't call time on us. But then that's why when I battled Chaos, I was more relaxed because there wasn't the pressure of the clock. You know what I mean? Me and Chaos went to the battle in the same car too.
And Sick. Oh, where'd my man go?
Oh, we just lost him.
We'll be back. Real Sick. We'll be back.
Yes, he
He's
will.
probably doing a couple of curls right now. You know what I'm saying?
He do got some nice arms though. You know.
CC, relax yourself there.
Lady for the fellas, ladies like
CC, don't get us. CC, don't get us canceled.
Cancel, CC.
Yo, my bad.
Did
you see me?
Nah,
yeah.
CC,
my bad.
That's perfect.
I got a call. My bad.
Yeah, that's perfect. Sick, you had a tweet yesterday, and I'm sure you can't reveal your opponent, but you said you got your call for Rookies versus Vets. And it sounded like something special. Sounded like a very interesting call. Sounded like a very amazing name. And without revealing anything, how do you feel about the name that was presented to you? And did you accept the offer?
Well, I've been booked like 4 times for Rookies versus Vets, bro. Like I can say like it was gonna be Mike P. You know what I mean? But then they announced him for the tournament, and I was like, what? He's gonna do both? You know what I mean? So then, now I think he made it clear too. He's taking a little break, I think, from battle rap. The other names that like people wanted to see me and Danny, and I was trying to get Solomon, so I could tell you it's not those people. You know what I mean? But it is somebody that's like, it's crazy. That's all I can say.
Look at that smile. Look at that smile.
Yo, bro.
The tooth is here. What's the word, King? What's the word?
Yo, I've been a fan of this dude for like a long ass time. I know I said yes, he said yes. So we're just, I don't ever want to say like it's fully locked yet because, battle rap works in weird ways. You know what I mean? Like, all I can say,
T-Top and Swamp on Monday night.
Yeah, right. So like we both said yes. You know what I mean? I know that. So I know they just got to work the business out or whatever. But I don't even think people are gonna. I could just tell you it's whoever you think it is, it's not that. I could tell you that. And however how crazy you think it's gonna be crazier than that. That's all I can say, bro. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped, bro.
I like that.
Yeah. And again, I'm myself trying not to get too excited because again, it's not, the stamp isn't on it yet. You know what I mean? We both just said yes. You know what I mean? Which was, again, for me, it's an honor. But now I gotta look at this dude in a negative light so I could battle this dude. You know what I mean? But like, I thought of like a couple bars, but I'm not like locking in until they tell me. You know what I mean? Okay. And even I'm just hyped, bro. I'm hyped. That's all I can say.
I can't wait neither. I can't wait. Yeah. We had a segment last week suggesting some names for you with the audience and here on the show. Vlad had a very interesting name. Vlad said Arsenal and Real Sick for Rookies versus Vets would be one for the books, Jersey and Jersey.
That'd be crazy.
Well, my first league was UW, and then I'm cool with Arsenal. I don't know if that would happen. Like,
listen, I've seen Arsenal be cool with people and talk about their dead daddies. All right.
Okay.
So
no,
you
I
being
know,
cool
I
with
know.
him don't mean nothing.
Y'all
all
ain't
right?
cool with y'all.
What I mean is this. What I mean is this. Like, I think the last jersey on jersey, like big jersey on jersey battle was like when Twerk battled Suge and then Arsenal. I
Mhm.
think the people from Jersey have been very supportive over me. You know what I mean? Like Twerk. I've met Twerk once, but like he'll randomly tweet out, "Yo, Sick, you got a bright future. I'm in your corner," or like something like that. Like anytime Twerk has spoke about me, it's been nothing but positive. You know what I mean? They've like gave me advice and shit like that. Like I think they just want to see other Jersey dudes like go far. If it's in the cards, it'll happen. I don't really call people out, but I don't turn down battles either. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's meant to happen, it'll happen. I guess maybe there's a storyline there
Yeah,
because
I
he
think
was
it'll
like,
be a great matchup. I think
mhm,
storylines, I think characters, and then Arsenal, he's always tiptoeing that line and everything like that. And I think like
mhm,
there's just so much to go off the battle. Like it'll be an amazing battle. You from Central Jersey, they show love, but there's nothing like if it's like basketball, like Surf would say, if you the
mhm,
high school phenom that's playing and Kyrie comes back to Jersey, he's gonna want to play the high school guy and be like, yo, you know what? Suit up, throw your shoes on, let's go on the court.
yeah,
Let's see what you got. Let's do a couple moves and let's put on for the town. And then we
mhm.
have a phenomenal potential classic battle with you two guys. I think it would be amazing.
And I'm
Yeah,
happy.
I
I'm
think
happy
if
to hear that too. That Jersey supports you.
yeah. It's crazy. It's the amount of support I've been getting too is still like crazy. I can't. It's not hitting me yet. You know what I mean? Like Daylight reached out to me. Fucking Big K blocks everybody, but he reached out to me. You know what I mean? Thesaurus, Thesaurus and
Block
Ilmac
party.
know who I am.
Mhm.
Fucking like all these legends know who I am. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy to me. Still, you know what I mean?
Enjoy
Right,
that
definitely.
moment now, brother. Enjoy that moment. Bask in it. All right. Because
Yeah,
this is going to be the most fun time of your battle rap career. Because after
yeah,
this,
yeah.
after people know who you are and they have expectations of you,
Hmm.
boy, get ready, man.
Yeah,
Ready.
that's what I'm trying to do with this rookies versus vets match. Like I know the bar that I set with my last two battles. I want this next battle to be one of those ones where you know how when people predict battles, they say if if this one shows up, like if you're predicting a daylight battle and you're like if the Chilla Jones daylight shows up, you know what I mean? Or like if like I'm trying to make this one of those performances to where when you when you predict my battles in the future after it, you're like, if the rookies versus vet 6 shows up, it's gonna be like, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to do that with this next battle. So I'm ready. I'm ready for all of that, bro.
It's one thing you pointed out that you said you don't really have storylines. I feel like every battle rapper eventually, once they're making their mark and they're trying to solidify themselves, they eventually come across that grudge match. And maybe you don't have it
Mm-hmm.
now, so you don't have to fake it, force it, or create the story. But I do look
Mm-hmm.
forward to somebody genuinely not liking you and you genuinely not liking them and seeing what that brings out of you because you have so much respect for everybody you stand in front of. I have yet to
Mm-hmm.
see what you look like when you don't fuck with your opponent. You know what I mean? And then that's
The
going to be interesting.
the only time that's happened, I battled on the trap once, and then we were cool after the battle. But before the battle, like the day of, I'm talking about, I battled Funeral Fame on
Okay.
the trap,
Mm.
and in that battle, like we were just talking battle rap shit, I guess, to each other, but it was getting heated. I was like screaming at him and shit. You know what I mean? He was screaming back. So in the battle, if you see, that's the only time I've been like a little more fit. I was pushing him. I was walking around him. You know what I mean? I was trying to like look over him, like Arsenal did the fucking conceded when he battled him. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was like, that's the only time I didn't like the dude that I was battling. I'm trying to I don't think there's ever been a time, but yeah, it would depend on how bad I don't like him. You know what I mean? Because I think if I really don't like you, I'm not gonna fucking write 3 verses about you. I'm gonna talk to you. You know what I mean? We're gonna solve it.
We
Like,
want to see that talking.
yeah, I know.
I need to see what a mad sick look like. Oh.
The mad sick.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
think I think I think again that's another thing that even though my J and Chaos battles were crazy, I see the things that I can do to change. I think that sometimes I was focusing on the flow more than the conviction of the bar. You know what I mean? Because I switch up flows so much. I was focusing on the way it sounded leading up to it instead of the actual ender. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm gonna look fucking crazy. I'm gonna look like I'm losing my mind on Rookies versus Vets, man. I can't wait.
I wanna get your opinion on 2 Rookies versus Vet matches that are one is booked and one is up and coming, and then we're gonna take some questions from everybody in the audience.
Okay.
JC versus Kid Chaos going down this weekend. We know where you're rolling with, but
Right.
tell us
Tell us
the type of obstacle that JC presents to Kid Chaos and how can Kid Chaos overcome it.
Yeah, let me make this clear. Nobody is thinking, because JC's not having the best year that, that's why. You know what I mean? I'm saying it because I've heard what Chaos is coming with. You know what I mean? And as a battle rapper, even if it's prime JC, it's gonna be an amazing fucking battle. You know what I mean? But he needs to do that. You know what I mean? The one thing I learned about Kid Chaos, man, if he could come up with that default angle in 2 weeks, and now he had fucking 3 months for JC, he's wanted JC this whole time. Who's more hungry? Chaos wants to kill JC more than JC wants to kill Chaos. Even if JC is like, all right, they playing with my name now. Now I gotta fucking remind these people. I don't know if that's the same hunger as I've wanted to kill you since I walked through the door. Like that's a different kind of hunger. I think Chaos performs better than JC. He's clearly more like entertaining in that kind of setting. I think if he could do an angle like he did against me with the default angle, I was so entertained while he was doing that, bro. Like that shit was crazy. And I think he has more personality than JC. Little things like that, plus the pen, I think is going to be the difference. But yeah, of course, JC is a problem. He's a legend. He's gonna say some shit to Chaos that Chaos has never heard before. You know what I mean? But he got to do more than that, I think, to beat what Chaos has. You know what I mean?
That's a good breakdown. That's a good breakdown. Yeah. And you know what? You're 100% right. I think all you guys are more hungrier than your opponent. Man, and that's a given. That's a given.
I've been saying that. That's why I'm all here for the rookies to take out these vets. And I've been saying it for weeks. These vets need to tighten up. Y'all need to tighten up because y'all walking into these scenarios thinking, it's whatever. And they start barking at you and you get a little flustered and be like, oh, wow, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. And I think all of us are also motivated because this narrative started how like the rookies are up 1-0. You know what I mean? So you don't want to be the
narrative
first rookie
started?
Y'all
started it.
Y'all created it. He's like, well, y'all know, y'all bragging about us being 1-0.
Hey, did you see this narrative that just popped up out of nowhere saying that we're up 1-0?
Yeah, I don't know where it came from, bro. I don't know where it came. Nah, I guess
this guy's smart, lad. This guy's smart. He plays by the rules.
What media training class did he go to?
Yo, he plays by the rules.
All right, I guess we started it, right? But you don't want. My point is, you don't want to be the first rookie to lose. You know what I mean? If we're popping this shit, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we up 1-0. What's up? Who you want next? All right, Chaos, go ahead. And then, like, you don't want to be the first one to be like, oh. He came back and it was like he lost.
You know, messed it up.
Yeah, now we 4-1. You know what I mean? You don't want to be that one. You know what I mean? I think we're all gonna go crazy. At least, all right. Think about the last couple rookie classes, right? When have you had this much diversity in a rookie class? You got every kind of You got more than 5 people. You know what I mean? You know how you was talking about the top 5? I think you got more than that can go far in this shit. You know what I mean? Jay and Fonz, you got Castro, you got Chaos, you got Easy is in there. Like, Don Marino with his experience, he's gonna go far too. Your Honor, refining his style. If Rubando refines his shit, he's gonna go far. Everybody has that kind of quality. You know what I mean? So
I'm
hyped for this class.
One more rookies versus vet match. It's not booked officially, I guess. It hasn't been announced, but it's pretty much going to be inked because they both agreed. They both been promoing. They both talked about it already. Cortez versus Easy the Block Captain. Again, we know exactly where you're going, but same question. What obstacles does Cortez present to Easy that he has to overcome?
Shout out to Cortez. I hate doing this because Cortez has been a huge supporter. You know what I mean? But like, I fuck with Core heavy, man. I'm one of those guys.
Here we go.
Listen,
Here's a compliment sandwich. Here's a compliment.
I know.
End it with a compliment.
I just got to make my position clear. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's Team Rookie. I'm going with Easy. But Core is an amazing rapper, bro. I think for some reason it's a joke to play with his skill or something. You know what I mean? If he didn't choke, him and Nitty would have been crazy. You know what I mean? And if you could do that with Nitty, you could do it with anybody. I think people play with Core a lot, and I think Core is gonna come crazy. But I think I'm going with the rookies. I'm rookie class. I think Easy is gonna definitely get that one.
How does Easy beat Cortez?
I think that, like I said, all of our mind state is, all right, we're getting this. Like the last couple of classes, there wasn't any reason to have a rookies versus vets. You know what I mean? You had like Twerk and Geechee run shit, and then like if there was new guys, they were just new guys. And then now it's coming back. So like now we're like, all right, we're not gonna make them regret this shit. So we know, all right, we're in this environment. We can do certain things. We gotta try to do more things to stand out, but still not do something that's outside of what we do. I think our mind is more, like I said, we're hungrier, but we're also cognizant of the fact of we need to show that we're going to be here for a minute. We're thinking about longevity more than we're just thinking about just one battle. You know what I mean? So I think all of us are like that. All of us are like that. That we're like, all right, this is just going to be a chapter in the rest of my shit. I'm not trying to get here and then like, you know what I mean, have a couple battles and that's it. So yeah, I think hunger is definitely going to play hunger is a big part, bro. Like,
I believe it.
When you're hungry and then it doesn't look like Easy likes Cortez. You know what I mean? So like, I'm guessing when you really don't like somebody like that fuels your pen. Like there's sometimes you'll be booked with somebody that's dope, but for some reason your pen isn't moving. Even no matter how dope they are, you need to want to battle somebody. You know what I mean?
There's only one thing that concerns me about the match. Cortez is very calculated with his stuff. He signed a 5-battle deal back in November with URL, and this is the 5th battle of his deal, meaning this is the ending of his contract. So he's looking to re-up. So he called Easy out too. Let's point that out. So it's like he almost had a game plan for Easy. Right. It's like he almost had a game plan for Easy, had it ready, and said, all right, now let me call him out because he won't say no to this.
It's all speculation, bro. We don't know. Maybe he was just, like I said, maybe he just fucks with the other rookies, and he was like, all right, who do I not really know? And then maybe that's what he did. It doesn't mean he had a game plan. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think though, like we're like the pits that are chained up in the yard, right? And then now it's like Easy was there, and then Cortez was like, I want to fight that one. And then I don't know if this analogy is going in the right direction, but I mean, my point, my point is, we're looking for smoke, and then the smoke was offered. Now Easy's like, what? All right, now this is a chance for me to show my name. Yeah, absolutely. I think Easy's gonna go crazy. I think he's watched this whole time. He's probably been watching Cortez's battles and seeing how his style fares up against his and what he could do to diffuse it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll take all questions in the audience. CC, if you see any questions, you can read it out. Vlad, you were going to say something?
Oh, I was going to say, I think this is a great time for the rookies because you do not have to worry about a crowd of 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 people, and you could totally focus on just doing you. Because I feel like a lot of guys get lost when that roar of the crowd hits, and then they get out there and they're like, what do the people like? What don't they like? There's so much second guessing that goes on. And now it's like, wait a minute, they've been watching me on Caffeine already. They know what they like from me. I don't have to adjust to being on a big stage. And I don't care what anyone says. There's a big difference between being on an elevated stage and projecting to people that you can't even see in the back to just being on the floor with your opponent and a few other battlers around. So this is very conducive to rookies doing well. And it's like, this is going to be the most interesting rookies versus vets based upon the setting. How excited are you about being able to battle in this setting and just being able to do you, as opposed to worrying about a crowd and, you know, changing with your style or anything like that?
This setting is for the rappers.
Oh,
if you can't rap, you're not
rapper.
gonna last. Yeah, exactly.
You are not a rapper,
bro. That's why that angle was so made. I don't know if I sounded all boom bappish with that angle or anything, but like that's very like people. I'm 25. People my age don't use the word MC anymore, right? I was born in '94, so I can't say that's the cloth that I'm cut from, but that's the cloth that I wear. That's the shit I learned from being an MC, being able to do everything, which means you're supposed to adapt to any circumstance. So that's why I'll do crazy against Eddie I in an I battle setting. I'll have my PG in Atlanta go crazy over there. Then I'll go to London on a big stage and go crazy over there. And like, you got to be able to adjust to every circumstance. With this setting, it's specialized for the rappers, meaning even if you got 10, 15 people in the audience and they react to somebody more than the other person, it doesn't sway opinion that much, I think, because it's not like some fans need to be told who's winning rather than make the opinion for themselves, right? This setting forces fans to think for themselves. Who do you think won? Because you're listening. There's nobody trying to, maybe when a fan vote comes up, it could sway people, but like, you gotta choose for yourself what's fire and what isn't. There's nobody there to, sometimes people will miss a bar, but everybody else will get it. So they'll be like, oh, I missed something, but that counts as a point because they reacted. You know what I mean? Like, so this setting is crazy because it's kind of evening the playing field. You know what I mean? It's not like there's no big crowd that's, you know, have seen the vet so many fucking times. They're like friends with him. So like when he's up there rapping, they're cheering for everything, and then we got to prove ourselves. It's more so evening. All right, let's see what these dudes bring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't got to worry about getting hit by a slogan in the crowd.
let's let CC take over. There's a bunch of questions in the chat.
Let's go.
There's a whole bunch. So I'm gonna start from the top. DNA Tooth in the building. I guess he want to know how you feel about Smack calling you a baby. That was the first one I see.
Yeah, Smack said I got to breastfeed him.
I know what Smack meant when he was calling the rookies babies. All right, I know what he meant. Smack is like, Smack was freestyling up there, man. Let him like, he didn't think that through. He was trying to think of a good way to say, he said it best, I think, after Me and Chaos. When, first of all, Smack calling one of my battles classic, whether it is or not, Smack said it. So that's crazy to me.
Thanks.
But like when he went up there and said that after Me and Chaos, and then he, we were like emphasizing that it was 2 weeks. He was like, that's how we grooming him. You know what I mean? So I think that's what he means. He's like, he's throwing us in the gladiator pit.
Y'all the new pits.
Yep. That's what it is.
Ratchet and Claw.
Exactly. So that's what he meant. I don't think he wasn't calling us babies like that. You know what I mean?
You are
Smack
the
baby. We all.
What else I got to say out there, CC?
Next question. Who is your favorite non-URL battler? And that's from Conquest.
Queso.
Or Queso, my bad. That's spell check. My bad. Queso.
I gotta pick one. Only one.
You could just name anybody. Mm-hmm.
Man, Dunch from my battle. Shout out to I Battle. He is one of the most creative fucking battle rappers I've ever heard, man. He's
a dick.
He's a dick, bro. But he's like, he'll find like something really little about you and he'll turn it into an angle. He's the only one, like, I'm mad he battled Mike P because he took the angle that I would have took, but he executed it so purpose. Yeah, of course. Listen, I had material for Mike, but anyway, what I'm saying is, Dunch took the one of his most famous lines and turn it into a joke against him. He has that ability, that Pat Stay ability. You know what I mean? Dunch is crazy. Thesaurus and Ilmac, of course. You know what I mean? I'm not one of the URL guys that doesn't know what they did. You know what I mean? I respect them heavily.
Respect on their names.
Yeah, absolutely. Yo, I was in 8th grade watching them. Like I remember, I had just found out what a multi-syllable rhyme was, right? And I found Thesaurus versus Disaster. You know what I mean? And then that led into like Ilmac and Dumbfounded and all these other people. My mind was blown. I was like, holy shit! I thought you just rhymed the last 2 words. These guys are rhyming the entire sentence and making sense. Like that. Those dudes are crazy. Who else? Mad Flex. Mad Flex is fucking crazy. He writes very coded, but he's crazy. If you know what he's saying, he's crazy. Yeah, I guess does Big K count? As like a
if that is it's your list. Don't let me tell you. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me tell you.
Big K is crazy. Fucking there's a lot of crazy talent out there, man.
What
I can't think of everybody.
What else we got out there, CC?
One from Brian JK. He said, "Who you want after rookies versus vets?"
I always say this when people ask for like my hit list and stuff. I don't know if I gave you guys this answer yet, but
I know the answer.
I think the hit list is something that the fans make for you. You have your most authentic hit list when the fans say it for you. I'm at the stage right now where I just got to show up and body shit. That's it. That's the stage that I'm at right now. I don't need to be concerned with who I want to battle and calling people out. Right now, I just need to show up and body shit. Every time you see me, show up and body shit. That's it. My last 2 battles have been battles of the night. Every single time you see me, me and Jay was battle of the night. Me and Chaos was battle of the night. Shit, my PG, even though it was a PG event, that whole event, it was battle of the night. When I was in London, I got Performer of the Year, International Performer of the Year from the league. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to show every single time you see me, this is what I'm coming with. My opponent has to match it. That's the stage I'm at right now. So the fans are gonna be like, all right, the more familiar they get with me, then they're gonna be like, all right, Sikh versus this dude would be crazy. Sikh versus this dude would be crazy. And my hit list is gonna be made like that. It's more authentic that way. You don't want to get Joe-nied. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Dope. And we had a couple people ask, what is your workout plan? And also, if you can beat Luke Castro in an arm wrestling match.
I always tell Luke Castro, man, stop saying you're the strongest, bro. I get it. It's part of your thing, but you're not beating me in arm wrestling, bro. I'm telling you that right now. I know Jay is big, you know what I mean? And then I know like Castro maybe works out a little, but like this bodybuilding shit, I do this. All right. So like I'm stronger than Luke Castro, and my workout plan is very complicated. I don't know how you want me to fucking talk about it. You know what I mean?
I guess whoever, for all the people that asked, you could always tweet him, and I'm pretty sure he'd give you more details about that. Yes. But we also got from Hollywood TR3. Who are some of the matchups you would like to see rookies versus vets? So not including first, but other matchups.
Let's see. That's interesting. Yo, I think Rubando, if he shows up, could battle Rock, and it'll be crazy. I don't know if I'm bugging. Yes, I don't know if I'm bugging.
Oh my!
You know what I mean?
Y'all really
I thought you meant crack rock for a second. I was like,
y'all aiming high.
Who?
Facebook. I can end your lives with a phone call. That's a crazy bar. If he comes with like that back to back, I don't know. I think Rock wants to battle Castro though. So I think Rock and Castro is a better match. Maybe Bando and Chess would be crazy. Who else, man? This is hard. I wanted to see Hands and Suge. I thought that would have been crazy, but Jay got Suge. Maybe it could happen again. Jay wants John. That'd be crazy. I want to see I don't want to keep saying people that are booked, but I wanted to see Chaos and Chilla. I thought that would be crazy.
That would have been fire.
Your Honor and Clips would be hilarious.
That would be funny.
I think. Yeah.
God.
Yo,
If we can get
Squeako.
3 rounds.
Yeah, Squeako and Arsenal or Squeako in chess or so like one of those guys. I know Squeako wants to battle chess to talk that struggle shit. That's what he said, but yeah, Squeako, his second time returning, I think he proved like, all right, this is what I can do. You know what I mean? Because the first time he had his slip ups or whatever. Um, I'm trying to think of all the Brett. Who would Don Marino battle? That's tough. Don Marino's versatile, so it's hard to pick an opponent for him. You know what I mean? He every time I see Don, he gets crazier and crazier. So it's kind of hard to pick somebody for Don because he's so versatile.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know with that one. I'm just running through the names in my head, but that's off the cuff.
What else we got out there,
Sick.
CC?
I got 2 more. So let me finish these 2 before anybody else, because we run out of time. Project Rico said, you think anyone or anybody in your class can beat Lux, Hollow, or DNA?
Yo, man, this as a battle rapper, I could say this: when you're scared, the shit you come up with is ridiculous. You like it's hard to recreate. So like, I can say that because I've been scared before, even though it was at a little level. But I've
Who
been
scared
scared.
you?
Jay, Chaos. I was fearful of those battles because I've respected them a lot, and I saw their strengths. You know what I mean? Jay's nonchalant. If I just come out spazzing and he could say like one sentence and make it look like it didn't matter, you know what I mean?
It's like a
Chaos
Samoan
is
Pat
pen.
Stay kind of sort of.
Yeah, like a Pat Stay effect. You know what I mean? Chaos, I was fearful. I heard y'all the conversation you guys had with Chaos. That was this week?
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh, that was
yeah.
yesterday.
Yesterday.
Oh, that was interesting. I commented. I said interesting convo. But yeah, Chaos. I was fearful of Chaos too, because me and him had sparred the night before our first rounds when he battled Castro. So he said it a little slower to me, so I caught like everything. And his pen is fucking ridiculous, bro. I don't know how he thinks of. And as a rapper, I can appreciate that. So like, I was scared. I was scared of that. I think those 2 battles are the last time I was. And when I battled Excel, I was scared then too. You know what I mean? Again, not scared like, oh my god,
I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
it's
you know, like
respectful, like
if you don't come on your A game, you can get taken out.
Yep.
And look
So
big.
like, so to answer your question, sorry, I'm going around the corner to answer the question. All right.
Are you fine?
If I think I can speak for myself. If I was ever booked with one of those guys, everything is shutting down, and my fear level would probably be higher than what it's been before. I would be terrified, bro. So like, I think if any of us get in that's where it makes or breaks you. And if you make it, I think we could definitely, especially in this setting, I think we could definitely make a debatable good battle. You know what I mean? It's at the end of the day, it comes down to your thoughts versus your opponent's thoughts. You know what I mean? And then there's different ways of attacking and rapping and whatever. You know what I mean? So battle rapping is about attacking your opponent more than rapping better than them. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. You got one left there?
Yes, and this is from multiple people, and I know you being from Jersey, you're tired of hearing about it, but a lot of people had to ask, how do you feel about Jersey choking all the time and now being known in battle rap for choking?
It's unfortunate, man, because I say Jersey when I'm done with my round because I'm proud where I'm from. You know what I mean? I say I'll finish my round and then I'll say Jersey because I'm proud of being from Jersey. But now, like, people that aren't from Jersey will be fucking up and they'll say Jersey. And it's like, God damn it. Now you just made our whole state fucking... And it's not them. It's... now, granted, people like, you know, Surf and Twerk have had, like, mishaps or whatever. And they've said Jersey and it was just... I guess it was funny, so people started doing that. But I'm definitely trying to get rid of that fucking stigma. You know what I mean? I'm definitely trying to get rid of that. I can guarantee that's never gonna happen because it's a mind state, bro. it's a mind state. If you know you're not ready, you're not confident in your shit. And if you're not confident in your shit, that's when it slips from your mind. You know what I mean? I've thrown in random 16 bars the day of a battle, and I didn't forget because I was confident in this shit. You know what I mean? I've learned how to switch my material around while I'm on stage. Like take this chunk out of my third and replace it in my first because he just mentioned something about it. So I'm not gonna wait till the third. I'm gonna address it now. And then like when I get to the third, I don't slip up and I'm like, oh, like because I'm confident in my shit. I think as long as you're confident in what you got, you're not gonna slip up. So if you write something and you know you don't have it down, you're not as confident in it, you're more likely to forget the shit. That was a tangent, my bad. But all I'm saying is, I'm never gonna do that. So every time you see me, I'm gonna say Jersey when I'm done, so you can see, all right, he's from Jersey, and he's never Jerseyed out around. He just says Jersey because he's proud of it. You know what I mean? I feel like I have to say something about it in my next battle because it could become an angle if I'm battling somebody and they could take that angle because I'm from Jersey, even though I've never choked. You know what I mean? But
we're gonna be here for that.
I love that you said you want to break the stigma. I love that.
Absolutely.
It takes that one person to break the generational curse in the family.
Keep that CPR at zero, brother. Now you mentioned switching material around and all that. There's a few MCs that come to mind when I think of that. I think of Hollow and I think of Disaster, who are able to just switch, verses mid-battle, mid-round, and still continue to keep going. What's a lot of people don't realize, preparing for a battle is like training for any other sport, and you have to put the time in and the discipline and the repetition so that it becomes muscle memory. I know a lot of people are into your bars, into your writing. Can you take us into a little bit of your writing process and your memorization process for anyone that's having problems Jerseying in battles?
What I do is I repeat more than I write, meaning I don't write the entire line out. If whatever I'm rhyming with, if it's more than 4 bars rhyming with the same thing, then I'll write down only the words I'm rhyming with. So that's forcing me to memorize as I'm writing, because now when I see the phrase that I'm rhyming with, I know what the line is. I have to just keep repeating it. So for example, when I battled my PG, I said, stick up, grab what I said. I don't let him see my face. What was my bar? How did I forget this? I just talked about choking.
Jersey.
Now I forget my bar.
Jersey.
The subconscious bar. The subconscious bar. You're gonna rat to the feds. So I'm careful when I ask for the bread. I move with the subconscious and keep it in the back of his head, right? Mm-hmm. All I wrote down was back of his head, rat to the feds, ask for the bread. I just wrote down what rhymed, right? So that way, when I see that, I have to physically say the line that comes before the rhyme. You know what I'm saying? So you're kind of memorizing it as you're going, because you're just looking at it and then so I'm repeating more than I'm writing. You see what I'm saying? But most of the time, if it's just like a 4-bar setup or something, it's not hard to remember. You just set it up in your head and you just repeat it a couple times, and or maybe it's me, and then it's just locked in my head. I only need to really sit down and write like that if I'm talking about something like my 3rd round against Chaos, like the ending of it when I was, talking about how when vets choke, they're like, all right, it happens, and then we show up every time, and then I was just mad people said me versus, like, Uncle Ross and me and Jay was filler. You know what I mean? So like I was like mad about that.
How do you really feel about that, man? Because for us,
we were offended by that comment. We're like, if that's what you call filler? Like, it was tailored. It was tailored rounds. It can't go to nobody else. How's it filler?
Yeah. I think
that was filler there. Yeah.
It definitely stood the test of time. You know what I mean? Because it's still arguably the best battle of the whole tournament. You know what I mean? But I think Uncle Ra has good intentions. You know what I mean? He's an OG in the game. He's just trying to. I know it's his way of trying to make us like step our shit up as much as we can. I think just for that, I think the word filler just offends rappers because we're like, you know, this is something that we put time into creating for the preparation. Again, we're talking about preparation. Just watching your opponent's battles is a big part of preparation. That's so annoying, but it's something you have to do because you got to watch their rounds and their opponent's rounds because you don't want to say anything that's been said before. You know what I mean? And now I'm like that's time. That's time taken from your life. You know what I'm saying? So we do all that. We come up with shit for our opponent, and then filler, because filler is something negative. Filler is something where you're just, it's like a mixtape verse. It's just
you ain't saying nothing.
Yeah. You're not attacking your opponent. Like Cassidy, every time Cassidy's battled, most of his shit has been filler. Like he's talking about Cardi B's teeth and fucking shit like that. Like you gotta attack your opponent. You know what I mean? Like that's filler when it's shit that isn't an attack to your opponent and you're like talking about yourself or like something like that. Yeah, that's filler. So yeah, I wasn't super offended because I know like Uncle Ra wasn't trying to like attack us. He was just trying to set our shit. And I talked to him after that too, like for an interview or whatever. But
this man is so media trained, man. I love it, yo.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna say, you know what? There is
What is that, a consultation business with this man?
I have been thinking about starting a PR firm for battle rappers because it some of y'all need help with PR and saying the wrong shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Culture is gonna come for one of y'all in a heartbeat. Like y'all gotta be careful how y'all say stuff.
I learned that when I battled Jay because they kept telling us to promote. So me and Jay were like, all right, it's out of me and Jay's character to really talk shit like that. You know what I mean? Like to go crazy. But they was telling us, yo, you promote. So I started flexing. I started talking my shit. But I feel like that even though that was like kind of not what I do, it kind of made me like the villain maybe in some people's eyes. Like when I battled Jay because I was talking shit. I don't know. But this is more so like, so I learned from that to just do what I do. You know what I mean? Don't try to fucking promote some shit in another way than how I am. You know what I mean? So
there you go.
Well, that concludes our session for the day, man. Sikh. Like I told you off the record, proud of you and the progression you've made in your career.
Yes,
I only look forward to seeing bright things from you. And even Smack said after your Chaos battle, and quote verbatim, Real Sikh and Kid Chaos are stars, man. So there's no bigger stamp than that.
Yeah, I like I said, I appreciate the platform. I appreciate the support, man. And yeah, I keep hearing people saying that, so I know I have to live up to it. I'm definitely headed in that direction. You know what I mean? And all it does is just put fuel in my tank, man. So thank you.
Absolutely. Sikh, before we go, let everyone know where they could follow you at, what you've got coming up. And of course, you know, when that news drops, player, there's only one place to drop it, man.
Real Sikh 99 on Twitter and Instagram. Sikh is spelled S-I-K-H. It's not the word sick, it's my religion. It's on the shirt. The shirt will be out soon. We're making a website and shit right now. I'm in my studio. I have a bunch of music coming out. Let's see what else. All the shit Top Tiers have, man. Merch, music. Yeah, that's what was the other part of your question? My bad.
Oh no, I was just
the announcement. The announcement. Yeah. Whenever
once
that
it happens, yes, sir.
Yeah. I'll come back on the show. You guys will see what I mean when I say like it's one of them ones, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
Everybody out there tuned in, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, we'll be back tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. on Caffeine Live, Monday through Thursday, LTBR Daily. Everyone have a good one.
Yes, sir.
Salute.
All right, Sikh, we're off air, man. Great job, brother. You were incredible.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Yes. Everybody was loving it.
Nice to finally meet you, CC. I didn't get to talk to you before.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah. What's up?
I be commenting on your stuff sometimes, you know. I know I said, shit, that was me. He's like, well, I got my rookie sister. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.